gon' slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Oh. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Carolina Panthers. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
On the set. 56. Check 56. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Hey, exit. 56. March 56. Exit, exit. Play 56. Ready.
From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Look at me, zipper. Come to me, it's me.
He'll get this one to Patrick. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On the return, Harris. It's a net of 40 there. A punt of 48 and a return of 8. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
Ready, 18 Gator. Check 53. Oh, here we go. Oh. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Coaching, spill. Be careful.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give them a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Throwing on first down. Lawrence taking a shot for Samuel. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Looking to throw. Lawrence. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Off play action. Lawrence. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their role.
And the pressure gets to him again.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. And taken right on the 30. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go.
On play action, they'll throw. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
56. March 56. It's been a long day for you.
Now back to throw. They'll rifle this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter Feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check back, check back. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. 61, matchbox lights. Check 53 is mine. Not here.
2nd and 6. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Coming to you, coming to you. Out. Recon, 132 fighter. Switch.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Panther first down. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
They run for the first time with Justice Hill. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Strong right. Rip left. Blue draw Corker.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Lawrence. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore there to make the grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check.
Ready?
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Here we go. 8, read. Topper.
No.
Let go.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Let's go now. 60 Pittsburgh. Christone, Travis. Hey, Delta.
Watch the pass.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Get in the right room.
Hey, Wahoo. Defense.
2nd and 5. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a 2nd season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
On 1st down, Lawrence. Taking a shot for Samuel. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Set, ready? 18, Gator.
I got you.
5. Get it.
They'll run. This is Kamara. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards, good for his Saints, 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Watch the safety creep.
Hey, Orbit.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Here's 2nd and 8. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Mike 56, Mike.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. 2nd and 3. Flush to his right. And that's incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Hey, team 6, team 6.
53, check 53.
Ready?
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Lane. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now! 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Go! Screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Mike, 50. Go! 53, Mike. Big trip.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. They'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Here's McCaffrey. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
General West. Back to you. I'm getting
McCaffrey. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Hey, Charlie. Mike, 53, Mike. Hit it.
Looking to throw on second down. Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
I'm coming after you. Check nickel. 61, matchbox lights. Now.
Back to throw. Lawrence. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
Go, 60 Pittsburgh. Double dog, that's the way.
Throwing on first down, Lawrence. And he'll find Hall. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
6-6, pull it high. Ready?
Following the penalty, it's Hill. About 3 yards there to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
You got nothing. Hey, watch it.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Slam.
Let go.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Down. 15 line. 15 line.
Mike, 53. Crunch time, defense.
Now a run with McCaffrey. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end.
Here we go. Set. 10 Lobo.
Check. 53's Mike. Come on. You better bring it. Watch the edge.
Blue draw Corkers. Deep river.
Off the play fake. Lawrence. And his pass incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off.
Pilot, 64, weak.
53, Mike. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's go.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. That's going to be caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Got it.
53, check 53. Here we go, D. It's just me.
Get it.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey taking it in. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. but I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half.
It got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 36 yards on the play. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
60 or.
A 7-yard pickup. Second and 3 at the Panthers' 35-yard line.
Hey, foxtrot. Snap.
He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 20-yard line.
First down, Saints.
Hey!
Here's Kamara out of the pistol. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a game 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 13-yard line.
Mike 9. Hey, we gotta get to that. Mike over there. I'm here all day. I'm here. Go.
They'll set up to throw. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7.
14. Saints 7.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Hey, check my alpha. Let's go. Alert 3. 36.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. To the right side, and he's got more complete. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Panthers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, Delta.
From the gun, Lawrence. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
56, Mike, 56.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to fire one. He's got a man. Complete. That one goes for 30 yards. Well, what do you think? Maybe got away with one? I mean, he's thrown 2 picks already. That looked pretty dangerous.
And it had a little hang time on it. So what he needs to do right now, hug it out a little bit with his guy. Because he went up and made a play on the football and kept him from potentially throwing that 3rd interception. There's some trust in there. There's also some hope.
He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. 2nd and 10. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 25-yard line. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the ground, Kamara. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Back to throw here. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And, yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Ready, ready. 60 outlaw. Bravo. Kill. General West. Kill. Go.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. McCaffrey with a first down and more. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
61, matchbox lights.
53 is the mic. 3 buzz.
Deep grip.
Off play action. Lawrence. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a second down and 12.
53 is the mic. 53. Check 53. Watch the curl.
Off the play fake. Lawrence. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 39 yards there, a big one. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on first and goal. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be second and goal coming up. Boy, missed tackles. That could be their downfall, Charles.
Yeah, they actually let him out of bounds there. Instead of the clock continuing to run, they let him out, and it turned into another timeout for him. Not good at all.
From the 2 now, second and goal. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th. That touchdown, Charles, the first rushing TD of his rookie year.
I don't know that he's going to be Lamar Jackson or Russell Wilson or Josh Allen at this stage of his career, but he's got youth on his side. Those young legs, he put them to good use there, didn't he?
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep depth, and this will be caught at the 30. And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Mike, 56. I got it. 56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
They'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Mike, 56. Mike, 56.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
Mike, 56.
Ready?
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
56 to Mike. 56 is to Mike. Come on. 56. Go.
Back to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. Thomas, the intended target.
Intercepted. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready?
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.